Welcome, Diecast fans. I'm Tom Spanners Watson.
And I'm Frank the Guru Gibbs.
And welcome to episode 7 of season 2 of the Canyon Outlaws.
There was some superb battles last week, and we saw the Beavermobile make its way to the top of the list and take down Stinger.
Yeah, Iron Poet's definitely going to be looking for some payback this week. But looking at the Wannabes racing this week, we've got Haka driven by Lily the Dog, and Limbo driven by Demon Preacher, and then Bombs Away driven by Mama Bear and Raiden, going up against the Shisha driven by Juan Fabuloso.
Now, Lily has been a little bit distracted this season. Either she's seen a lot of squirrels on the track, or she's just losing focus and looking for belly rubs.
Well, she's out of the gate quick. Oh, no, there she goes, spinning around. Demon Preacher goes around. Looks like he might have even crashed out. Lily now backing her way down the track.
Well, as long as she doesn't crash, she'll take the win and move on to the next round.
Lily getting a little bit distracted down that final straight, but does make it across the line. Best time of 15.093. She'll move on to the next round. This time it's Bombs Away driven by Mama Bear and Raiden, going up against Shisha driven by Juan Fabuloso.
Bombs Away is another one that's had a bit of trouble on the track, but the Shisha looking super focused here and taking a very nice line through Bogan Alley, setting him up for the rest of the track.
As we go into the final corner, takes a shortcut through the corner and looks like he's going to lay down a great time here.
That's a bonza time, mate. He cracks out a 13.567. That's only just off Andy Moon's pace, and he's the leader so far for Season 2.
That was an excellent time by the Shisha there. Now can Lily stay focused and take the win?
Well, she's going to be pushing it if the Shisha lays down another time like last time.
Juan going wild into Bogan Alley. Looked like he might have even been trying to take out Lily.
Well, it'd have to work pretty hard to distract Lily at the moment because she's strapped a tennis ball to her hood, so she's keeping her focus forward.
Well, whatever she's doing, it worked for her. Lays down a good time for her, takes her best time now to 14.136 and moves on to take on the list.
If you've been locked up somewhere you shouldn't be and you need help, talk to King Key Locksmiths. Now in Echo City.
So Lily now moving on to take on the number 10 spot on the list, Head Start driven by Vincent Van Gogh.
So far the Gatekeeper's been knocked off the list every single time, so Vincent's going to have to work harder than a one-arm paper hanger if he wants to take this one out.
Well, looks like the tennis ball trick might be working for Lily.
Lily, no!
Just focusing forward, maybe not the best move. You do have to keep your eyes on the road and where you're going. Now, according to the Outlaws rules, Vincent holds on to his number 10 spot, luckily, so a bit of a reprieve for him.
Oh mate, he would have been sweating bullets watching Lily just walk away from him at the start.
Now, the big question, can he claw his way out of the number 10 spot and put Blue Thunder in the hot seat?
Well, we know that the Mercuries have been quick on this track. Last season we saw 3 of them just dominate a lot of the list, but Vincent has beaten him before. Can he do it again?
Well, they're door-to-door into Bogan Alley, and looks like Vincent pulls off a bit of a moose knuckle duster there.
Well, it was certainly moose adjacent, but because he didn't fully finish him off, I don't think it was proper knuckle duster.
Vincent obviously desperate to get out of that gatekeeper role. He'll take the win, and eventually Strike makes it down to the finish line. He won't be happy about that. Vincent now with his best time, 14.807.
A very well-timed run there for Head Start. As he moves into the number 9 spot, he's now going to take on Tuco, driving Phoenix's Revenge.
Tuco, of course, the newcomer to the list after making it on last week, and of course he managed to work his way up a few places as well before finally being stopped by Andy Moon.
Tuco's got a nice early lead into Bogan Alley though.
Well, still early days on the track, and there goes Vincent. Vincent with a beautiful overtake. Tuco making a terrible mistake through the exit to that second dog leg. Vincent capitalizes on it completely, and he is going to move up the list.
This was such a sweet overtake. Tuco bounced off the wall, got spun around. Vincent saw his opening, gave it the beans, and took the win. Beautiful bit of driving, Vincent, and you're going to now take on Andy Moon.
Now Eclipse is almost like a second gatekeeper. He's stopped a number of drivers so far from progressing up the list.
Vincent's going to have to really rattle his dags here if he wants to get ahead, because Andy Moon's fastest time is over a second faster than Head Start's.
And it looks like Eclipse is leading a masterclass here in driving. Beautiful line through Bogan Alley as he puts the power down, gets up on 2 wheels through Petrolhead Corner, keeps it clean into Big Kahuna Corner, and he is going to run down. Oh, and he's just beaten his best time.
Wow, Andy Moon cranking out another corker of a run. 13.356, just a fraction faster than his best time. Still off the pace of the best drivers though.
Yeah, the overall track record still held by Marcus Figon with a 13 flat. I'm dying to see if we're going to have anyone go under 13 seconds this season.
Well, we've got lots of top drivers both on the list and a few wannabes. We've got Cam driving Triggered from Blue Line Racing, so you've got to expect something out of him.
It looks like Andy's trying to beat his time. He starts to get a bit loose. He loses it on Big Kahuna Corner, and around goes Boxer driving Purple Haze, and he is going to take the win. Andy choking at the last minute again.
I'm not sure if it's the Mustang or the driver, But these cars are quick, but they do tend to get a bit loose. Unfortunate for Andy. I thought he was going to lay down another good time, but Boxer just snuck it away from him.
So Eclipse gets stuck at number 7. Boxer now taking on Landshark, driven by Wally Champ.
So the Roadrunner on the inside, the Plymouth in the outside, two very similar vehicles, and both are quick.
Boxer a bit slower off the line. Andy has a bit of trouble in the tunnel, but Wally Champ not hanging around to find out what's going on. He just puts pedal to the metal and starts to pull away. Boxer nowhere inside, and it looks like Boxer goes down into Petrolhead corner, and Wally Champ will just walk away with this one.
Boxer obviously lost focus here. Shame to see him go down, but Wally Champ this time so far a 13.824, and now he's going to try and take down Moose Knuckle.
Now these two are very hard to tell apart on the track. They're both Plymouths, they're both brown, but Wally Champ on the inside does have the wing on the back.
He also has the black door, while Moose Knuckle's got the black boot.
Side by side into Bogan Alley, the Crazy Canuck there fighting off a Moose Knuckle Duster, but they do manage to keep it clean. Wally Champ now starting to open up a massive lead here, clean through Big Kahuna corner, and he is going to take down the Crazy Canuck and Moose Knuckle and claim his spot.
I can see a lot of battles this season between those two drivers. They're very evenly matched, and it really just depends who can keep it clean the longest.
So Wally Champ now going up against Munted, the last season's champ. He started to slip down the list. Has he maybe lost his edge?
I wouldn't write him off just yet, Spanners. I think there's still a bit of life left in the old girl.
Munted trailing into Bogan Alley. Wally Champ pulls the handbrake and it goes horribly wrong. He's hit the barrier and flipped over. All Munted has to do now is just stay on his wheels, and he's going to take the win whether he crosses the line or not. But being the season professional he is going to take it all the way.
Let's just go back and have a look at what Wally Champ did here. He comes in, hits the handbrake, and slides sideways into that barrier. That was always going to end badly for him, and he ends up turtling and handing the win to Munted.
So Munted holds on to the number 3 spot. Now it's a grudge match against Stinger, the driver that deposed Munted.
Oh, Hordin Sung will definitely be looking for some sweet revenge after getting knocked off the top of the list, and winning that last race might just be the fire in his belly that he needed.
Stinger isn't going to let this go easy though. They're side by side. Munted contemplates a Moose Knuckle Duster but decides not to follow through on it. Now starting to open up a bit of a lead. Stinger in the background there getting the spinny spins. He's still going, but Munted is going to take this one.
So Hordin Sung gets that sweet revenge on Iron Poet and claims his number 2 spot. Now he has to chase down Nitro Poutine in the Beavermobile and claw back his number 1 spot.
Now this should be really interesting because both of these vehicles are a little bit wide. Nitro Poutine in particular takes up over half the track pretty much.
Well, we have seen Munted guided through some pretty tight spots before. I think he's got it.
Well, Munted with an early lead. The Beavermobile right up on his tail as they exit Bogan Alley. Hordin Sung spins and gets hit by Beavermobile. Munted getting a burst of speed out of that interaction, and it looks like the Beavermobile is down for the count.
No, I can still hear him. He's on his way. He's just a long way behind.
Do you think that was an intentional handbrake pull by Munted there?
I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I think we should call that manoeuvre the Beaver Kiss.
We are most certainly not calling that the Beaver Kiss, Frank.
What about kissing the beaver then?
No!
The beaver bump and grind?
Will you stop it, Frank?
All right, take the sand out your undies.
All right, Munted moves to the top of the list and claims back his spot.
Some would say his rightful spot after he claimed the Season 1 win.
I'm pretty sure Hordin Sung is going to be celebrating tonight, and so should Andy Moon after beating his previous best time and setting the fastest lap so far in Season 2.
You know what? I think he can go even faster.
Well, we already know he's faster than you can say anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Nah, I can say that.
Well, while Frank tries to deal with that, we're going to leave you with Andy Moon's record lap. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Anti-disabling.